real good, ladies and gentlemen? This is Off the Tap. I'm Ted the Tank.
I'm Skinny Jeans.
Yeah, we're off the tap. Guess what? You guys should go ahead and hit that YouTube subscribe button. You're already watching us. How hard is it to go hit that little thing, turn on the little bell notification so you get to know when we post new stuff? You want to run through our social media real quick?
Facebook is strictly Off the Tap. Fairly simple. Our newly added social media page, Twitter.
Oh, dang. We're going to hit it popping there.
Off the Tap. We're going to post basically everything we do on all the pages.
It could be Off the Tap too, though.
It could be.
Twitter screws us.
They basically bent us over and they're like dry hot dog. We don't know. Off the Tap 2, Off the Tap. It's real difficult. We'll figure it out. Anyway, YouTube, like we said, is Off the Tap, and our friggin' email. Any beers you want us to review.
Our email is hooked up to both of our personal accounts.
We get everything.
Yes.
We respond very quickly with all of our social media, including our email. If there's a beer you want us to do, if there's a cocktail you want us to do, if there's something we screwed up on and you want to call us idiots, if there's something you thought, hey, you guys did a great job, let us know. That is going to be Off the Tap GB 2018.
We don't even care if we're at work. We're replying.
at gmail.com.
There we go. All right, we got 2 plain bottles here. You wanna tell them why they're plain?
This is a very special beer that we are going to be reviewing this week. Within the last 2 months, we decided, hey, it's time to do some home brewing.
It's summertime, man. It's brew time.
You are the home brewer. This was the first beer that I have actually helped out and dabbled in with
Dude, and you enjoyed every bit of it.
I loved it. This was so much fun. I can't wait to dive into the next time that we decide, whatever we decide to do, whatever beer
There's a lot of beers in the mix right now. Like, we're going to be brewing a lot. Like, I'm coming up with the core brand, or the core lineup for, go ahead and say it,
Derriere.
Play on words.
Ted has a dream, and the dream is to eventually have some sort of brewery. He's working on some things right now to have a mobile brewery. Maybe one day he will have an actual brewery that...
Start small, work, dream big.
And it is going to be called Derriere Brewing Company. And right now, it's a dream. Right now, it's a project because...
I'm working on it. I got stuff in place.
Things are in place. Things are in the works. It's going to be a few years. It's a slow process. But
we're going to keep everybody posted.
This is what we are going to call Derriere's Mango Habanero Milkshake IPA. And I'll tell you what, there was a lot of skepticism when we first brewed this because we weren't sure how it was going to turn out being a milkshake because you add lactose. Unclear on how much lactose you're supposed to add. We have had
hops, like there was this crazy one of hops, and like they called for dry hopping, called for all different types of stuff. I said, screw the dry hop. Let's just straight hop it with what we got.
Mm-hmm.
The yeast, it's pretty basic stuff. Like I went with the basic IPA yeast. I don't remember what it is. I'll post it with the link. And honestly, it looks milkshakey.
Very. Very.
We have. I'm not gonna lie. We have tried it. Like, I had to make sure it wasn't contaminated and all that stuff before I served it to people. It's not contaminated, and it looks milkshakey. There's a lot of heat.
Yes.
A lot of heat.
So what we had done was added the mango and the habanero, and
that was during our boil period.
We have had beers in the past that were mango, habanero, whether they were wheat ales, whatever. We had tried beers like this before.
And they didn't smell like one or the other.
No.
Like on the nose.
And a lot of the times what we have noticed, because we've tried plenty of these, is it doesn't matter what pepper you add to any beer, it will almost
overpower on the taste.
Eliminate the fruit that you add to it.
Yeah.
So the mango, you can definitely smell it, but the taste...
there's definitely a aroma note of mango. Like, it's definitely hits you in the nose. I don't smell any pepper, really, on the nose.
No.
But then you try this beer.
It's the opposite.
And it's just like, wow, like, holy Christ. Like, it hits, like, it doesn't hit you up front either, really. It lingers in the back end with the hops, and it starts adding heat the more you drink. But it's been sitting a little bit longer, bottle conditioning, which that just means it's been bottled, not kegged. And
yeah,
you got conditioning tablets. So it kind of mellows out a little bit. We had actually some good feedback on this beer.
Yeah,
we went to the Homebrew store, the Green Bay Homebrew, or House of Homebrew is what it is. Went there, I gave a beer to one of the guys there, and he gave it to some of his friends. Didn't tell him what was in it because peppers scare people away. Nobody likes heat in their beer. Like, I get that.
It is scary because, I mean, a lot of people hear habanero and they're like, ugh. It's almost like, I compare it to like wing flavors.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, you hear mango habanero wing flavor or like a jalapeno raspberry wing flavor, and people are like, I don't like spicy things. But it's definitely,
mellows it.
It does. It mellows it a lot.
But he gave us positive feedback from the people that he gave it to. He didn't let them know there was peppers in it. They enjoyed it, and then he finally told them, "Oh, hey, this is what it is."
Yeah.
So it's positive reviews from them. I think there's a lot of heat on it.
Well, like we said, we have tried this before, so we do know what we're expecting when it comes to tasting this tonight. However, when you and I had tried this initially, there was a ton of heat.
Yeah.
There was a ton of heat on the front end. It was smoky in the throat. And I was like, oh man, I don't know how I'm going to be able to I don't know how we're going to be able to finish these in a fair amount of time without it going bad.
Put it in a bloody, and it went down great.
That is a fantastic idea.
Yeah, it was good.
That being said, I have given out this beer to 2 people. One of the people that I've given it to has tried it. They said it's not their cup of tea because they're not a big, like, spicy person.
That spicier IPA.
But they thought that they thought it was a decent beer. They said there was good flavor. It's just not something that they want to drink all the time because of the heat. When we had first tried this,
it was pure heat.
Pure heat. I had tried it almost 3 weeks later. I had one. Well, whenever this comes out, I had it about a week ago. So about 2.5 to 3 weeks after you and I initially tried.
Right.
After it was brewed. And I thought that it got way better. I thought that there wasn't as much mango taste, but the heat had calmed down. It wasn't as much on the back end.
I think that's flavor, from the lactose. Like, the lactose probably died down the heat a little bit. Like, it all started working together and combining. Like, because I'm losing that mango. Like, all together, I'm losing it in this. But the flavor, I'm hoping, is there. I haven't tried it since we tried it together. So.
It was smoother, and it was definitely very hoppy, but it tasted like more of an IPA with some heat, and it was very drinkable for me at the time. So now that it's sat almost more than a week since the last time I've tried it, let's give it a whirl.
Alrighty. There's definitely carbonation in there. Oh, dude, there's more prickly on the front end.
Yes.
A lot more. A lot more prickly. Oh, that heat is there yet, though. But it's more mellow heat on the back end. I don't taste as much hops.
The heat isn't...
It's not as...
It doesn't hit you as far back as it did when we initially had it.
It's actually pretty good.
I think it's very balanced.
I'm not being biased either because I brewed it. Like, if I brew a shit beer, you're gonna know I brewed it.
Oh, I'll tell you. Because when we first tried this,
it was shit.
It was garbage, and I think we both admitted to each other that it was not very good.
But I think with a little bit of aging and finally completing the conditioning cycle in the bottles, it kind of mellowed it.
I wish we could find a way to bring out the fruit flavor. But we have
tried fruit beer though.
We just did Oberon.
Oberon's mango habanero beer.
During craft beer week here, they had a jalapeno pineapple, and they had a habanero mango.
And that was like the jalapeno.
Though
jalapeno.
Obviously, those are wheat. That's a wheat ale.
Yeah.
But we both admitted that the jalapeno one tasted better because it wasn't as hot, but you still couldn't taste any pineapple.
No.
And you couldn't taste any mango in their habanero mango.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't taste any mango in this.
So, I don't believe it was Dogfish Head, but there was, or maybe it was Flying Dog. One of those breweries had a mango habanero beer, and you could not taste any of the fruit. I just think it's too overpowering. So at that point, I think that making this a milkshake...
actually it's pretty balanced. I'm not giving it a lot of heat.
I think that making it a milkshake helped with this.
Yeah, like that's like when he came at me with the idea. I'm like, dude, this kind of crazy. But yeah, let's try it. Let's give it a roll.
Well, we had tried so many milkshake IPAs.
Yeah, it's just a trend
in our area, and we were like, damn, those are good.
But we needed something unique to stick out.
What's something funky we could try? And
this beer is like, I'm not gonna lie, I could drink this. Like, it tasted really good when I initially did it with a bloody.
It's got enough. I don't want to say it's got too much heat, but for someone that doesn't like heat.
Oh, this is definitely not something I'd recommend for a beginner, intermediate. This is probably an advanced beer.
What's your overall grade on this particular type of brew? The one that you brewed.
It's new.
Because this is
something that's not really out like for a pepper fruit.
I was gonna say you can't. There's nothing really. There's not a standard.
And like that's the thing about like that's what I like is like I'm coming up with creative stuff to brew. Like I don't want to be normal when I'm brewing. I want to be out of the box.
Yeah.
So like with this, like based on the IPAs and the milkshakes that I have had, I'm gonna go with an intermediate, probably just a solid 5. Like that's just where I stand. Like I don't want to overrate myself. I don't want to underrate myself. But like it's an average beer. I can drink it, but could other people drink it the way I could or the way you do, like that drink IPAs? No, I can't. They can't.
I was gonna give this a 5.3 because it's different. I don't have anything to compare this to.
No, but it's definitely an IPA. Like you can
absolutely the hoppiness is definitely there. The heat is definitely there. I don't want to give it a downgrade because you can't taste any of the fruit because
we've had other beers that don't have it
and we can't taste it.
But it's a good I don't know, for a home brewer, I think I nailed it.
I think that this is good. I think maybe if you could perfect this and maybe give it tone the heat back a bit.
Maybe
I think
add
this is
way
something
more mango and like
filter it a bit. Yeah. I think this is something.
Yeah, well, if you filter it, you're not gonna get the hazy milkshake. So
that's
just it. Like you want that milkshake, you know, like.
All right, well, I gave it a 5.3.
I gave it a solid 5. It's an average beer. People can drink it.
If you guys continue to follow us, Derriere Brewery. That should be something that you guys should be seeing in the next few years. It's a big project. It's something that's a dream for both of us. It's your project. I'm helping. I'm gonna be a part of it. We're gonna keep homebrewing, and I'm gonna become more.
He's gonna learn. He's gonna be an assistant with it.
Yeah,
he's gonna learn everything.
It's a lot of fun. I had no idea what I was doing. It's very confusing, very overwhelming, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. It was a grand old time.
One thing I dream big, and like there's no everything I dream I can't do it myself. So I got my crew and like.
Yeah, this is all we have. Beer and family, baby. So
right.
let's get it going.
Get it going.